Welcome back, friends, to TV5 News at 9. It's another edition of Ask the County. Joining us this morning is Saginaw County Treasurer Tim Novak. How are you?
Good morning today.
We've got a great topic today. A lot of people don't know about that. Today we are talking all about the Michigan cottage food law. So first, what does a cottage food business actually mean?
Yeah, so it doesn't mean that you're necessarily producing food out of your cottage necessarily.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
I know, so it's kind of an odd, misleading title maybe. So this is the types of foods for, like, if you're producing something in an unlicensed kitchen and it has to be in your primary home, like your primary residence. Foods can't require like time and temperature controls for safety, and you can't gross sales over $25,000 a year. So if you kind of meet those requirements, you can sell food out of your kitchen.
Okay, so what cottage foods can people produce from their home?
Yeah, so think about things like fruit, jams, and jellies, cakes, cookies, dry baking mixes and soups, chocolate-covered pretzels or marshmallows, breads and similar baked goods like that, and vinegars. So those are kind of the list of things that you can make out of your kitchen.
Okay, now that I'm really hungry.
Yeah,
Tim,
I
thanks for
know.
bringing
Sorry
that
about
list with you. So what foods are not really allowed?
Yeah, so be careful. So like I said, fruit jams and jellies were allowed, but you know, vegetable jams and jellies are not. So like a hot pepper jelly you wouldn't be able to do that. Meat and fish products or meat and fish, canned fruits and vegetables. I know we were talking that, you know, people may be overloading in their garden and says, well, I'm going to sell these fruits and vegetables, and you can't can fruits and vegetables. Honey and maple syrup's covered by other types of rules, so it's not the cottage food law. So those are some of the things you want to be careful. Sauces and condiments, you can't sell those out of your kitchen.
Oh, wow.
Those are some of the no-nos.
Okay, so if someone's really interested in starting a business, is there an application or any paperwork that they need to do or submit?
So essentially, no. So there's no applications needed. All you need to do is follow the cottage food law, those three things we talked about. You're exempt from obtaining a food establishment license. You don't have to fill out anything with the Department of Agriculture. You just have to kind of follow the rules and the laws that the Cottage Food Code has asked you to. But there's nothing to apply for.
It's pretty much on the honor system?
It is on your honor system.
Yeah. Okay. So when we go to the store and we see labels on all the foods, is that required for people selling foods from their home?
Yeah. So part of the law that'll say, and on the label you should have, you know, your name, your address, the ingredients, any allergen information. And it should also always say made in a home kitchen that has not been inspected by the Michigan Department of Agriculture. So that tag must be on there also to let folks know, you know, what they're getting.
Right.
And really from a consumer's end of it, you want to ask a lot of those questions. My wife has a gluten allergy, and so we have a friend that was selling cookies in this manner, and it was a lot of messaging back and forth going, are you sure this is in there? What's listed in there? And you know, from a consumer's end, you're responsible to make sure. And then from the business end, you know, you want them to be able to, you know, share that information with you.
Especially with me with the peanut allergy and my son too. I mean, that is so important. It's critical. It's like life and death.
Absolutely,
really.
Super critical.
Yeah. So if people are interested, how can they get more information, Tim?
Yeah, so there's plenty of places. They can go to the Saginaw County Health Department's website, has information. The State Department of Agriculture has information. MSU Extension has information on their website. So there's plenty of information out there if you even just Google Michigan Cottage Food Law.
Yeah.
It's simple, but it's something you really want to make. There's a business end of this, is what am I getting myself into? And then there's also the food safety end of it. You know, am I doing this properly so that it's healthy?
Yeah. Any other tidbits as we wrap up the summer and head into, everyone's back at school almost now. They're still.
You're right. I think just about everywhere. There's so much more traffic this morning, right? So I guess the one thing is drive careful in the morning, leave with plenty of time, because I did notice this morning, I mean, it was a lot more traffic now that I think everybody's in school now, right?
Right.
So
that's a good
just be careful in the morning. Watch those school zones, right? There's a reason why they want you to slow down.
Yes.
Just be careful.
And watch the little ones getting off
Watch
the bus.
the little ones.
Please.
Stop for the buses.
Okay. Thank you, Tim.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. If you have any questions that you'd like to ask the county, just send them to WNEM at WNEM.com.